In 2024, I posted for like 2.5, 3 months straight every day on LinkedIn. And then I vanished. And the reason for that was personal. I was about to move countries and becoming a dad. And I knew that LinkedIn in general was like, or is still, but back then even more, a huge opportunity. There is a huge gap between creators and consumers. And that was one of those moments where I realized when I came back again that the algorithm will completely ignore and forget and reset you basically. There's no relevance anymore once you cannot hold a certain frequency. And this is what I briefly want to highlight in this video. It's something that I learned over the last 8 to 10 years as a content creator slash someone that has a lot of experience with social media, that you need to build something that is sustainable for you. It does not matter if you post once a week and you can do this for like 10 years, or if you are someone that actually wants to post daily and can do that for years to come. I think this is something where many kind of like get frustrated, or they don't really understand that branding is something that happens over a long period of time. It doesn't happen for like you posting for a few weeks or months, then disappearing completely, and then having to like literally start over again. And the algorithm there is kind of like something where it helps you to distribute your content, but it doesn't help you when you are just vanishing from the platform, because these platforms are essentially businesses. They are not like, they are businesses, not essentially, they are businesses. And that is important to understand, because the moment you realize that the algorithm behind those platforms are just trying to distribute all that content that gets produced at scale by so many people, that it reaches the right people, right? In terms of relevance, and then also in terms of retention. That's how these platforms in the end make money. They want you to be on the platform. They don't want you to go somewhere else, basically. Like, as much time you can spend on that platform is good for them, because that means they can show you more ads, or make sure that your LinkedIn Premium, for example, is something that you want to refresh, and that's how they make money. So it's way more important to understand that part, that the algorithm is never here to punish you, but it will punish you for not showing up at all anymore. And this is something that I realized when I, just really started posting on LinkedIn, and then just had to make that break, because I didn't make it sustainable for me. I didn't show up in a way where I was like, okay, if this happens, I can still show up. I can still be there, and people will still know that I'm there. Because again, the algorithm is always only supporting what the people are doing, and the human psychology behind that. It's never about the algorithm dictating us what we have to do. It's like it learns what the humans are doing on the platform, and then they are like, okay, this is what we need to do in order to have this curation and relevancy on the platform, for people to stick around, and also for people to actually see what they have or want to see. Like, they want you to give the best experience. They want you to see what you actually want to see. They want your content to be distributed to the right person. But that can only happen if they know and understand what you're actually standing for. If I start showing up, I need to create a system that makes it easy to show up even on bad days. And you need to commit to a certain schedule, because that's just frankly how this works. There are many out there doing a lot of things on social media the right way. So you cannot come with a mentality of, well, this is just how I'm doing it, and this is what I'm gonna keep doing because that's what I want to do, and I don't care about the platform and the algorithm and how I actually build my business online, then that's okay. But then don't be surprised if you don't see the growth that you actually want to see. Now, even more important is that it's not so much about the algorithm and the platform itself. It's about the people that you want to have as your audience, that like the ICP, the avatar, the one target audience you want to reach. That one needs to know that you are still around. You have to do the job as a brand to keep branding. It's literally in the word. If you are not branding, then someone else will in your niche or in your market or in your industry. And this leads to them getting all the business while you not getting any of it. Because the people will go there where they have the most trust. That's all this is. It's all about trust. And if you can stick around, then they will trust you because they just know, first of all, that you're taking this seriously, that you are credible, and that you build an authority because you at some point become the name of whatever that thing is that you're doing and building, and they will associate that with you. So always, before you start anything, make sure it is sustainable. Again, once a week is fine, but then do it once a week. Every day is good and better even if you can, but then you have to do it every day. You cannot just like come in and always keep changing strategies. That will cause problems. It will not only cause problems with the people not trusting in you and slightly or slowly forgetting about you, but also the algorithm doesn't know where to distribute your content. That thing is always there trying to understand what is going on with all this content that I get every day. How can I do my best to distribute this to the right people every day, every hour, every minute, every second? And you are not relevant for them. If you do not play the right game with its rules, then you will not get the benefits out of it because someone else just did the better job at that thing. And it's something that I also need to remind myself over and over, like, hey, this is not a sprint. Branding takes time. Trust takes time. So everything I do today is linked to that. It's like, hey, okay, I need to build something that even if I have something tomorrow or if I'm out for a week or two because of sickness or even an injury or whatever, then the machine keeps going. Your feelings to the whole how social media should be or how the world should function doesn't matter because the fact is it is the way how it is. And you need to adapt to that, not the world needs to adapt to you. So bottom line, pick a pace and stick to it. You can always go up, but you should never go below that. It's always really hard, like it's harder to justify not showing up anymore than to simply do more. That is a good thing. Like that, if you can scale at some point, then that's a good thing. Also sustainably, of course. But if you're not sticking to the minimum that you set to do, then that's a problem. And at some point, it will just backfire. That's all for today. I hope this was valuable. I love sharing this kind of lessons that I also had to go through. And if content creation and social media and how to build a brand online and personal branding and all that stuff is interesting to you, leave a follow, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I see you in the next one. Cheers.